Hello there, fellow music producers. I wanted to share with you a little trick that I learned on my own, and I apologize for this video, but I'm just hand holding my phone. I didn't want to, I didn't want to look up software to do a screen presentation and all that. I'm really not into that. I did want to show you this though, for people that are having problems warping a cappella vocals. This is a track I'm working on. This is the vocal track by the fabulous Emily Coy. So let me let you listen to this, a part of this, just where you can get the context. 'Cause when the darkness comes through, there ain't nothing you can do but fight, fight, fight till you see the light. Okay, I have the whole stem of this vocal, so or the whole track, and I haven't been warping vocals very long, so this is kind of a new deal for me, and it's proven to be quite of a challenge. But I've got a simple bass kick going in the background here, as you can hear, and I've got it mostly warped, but there's one section here, and this is the trick I wanted to share with you. I haven't seen this anywhere else, and I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I've looked at a lot of videos on warping vocals, and I haven't seen this. So anyway, this is the area right here in question. This phrase right here. Now, if you listen to it, to me, it sounds like it comes in late. If you listen to this. All right, one more time. Sorry about that. One more time. Okay, so to me it sounds like it comes in late, and it's really been aggravating me because what I was doing was just double clicking on all of these. Well, these aren't the transients. These are, I guess, the pseudo markers, I guess is what they're called. But so I was highlighting all of these like so, or I'm not highlighting, clicking on them, turning them into transient markers on the whole thing right here, on all of these that make up this phrase right here. And I was just dragging these around individually, dragging them forward, trying to get it to come in sooner. But as I did that, the more I messed with it, the worse it got. And I kept fiddling with this over and over and over, and I couldn't get it to work. So here's what I found out. And I just happened to try this on my own, and it worked. So what you want to do when you're manipulating this part right here, you don't want it to mess up the rest of the track to the left and to the right. You don't want any of that messed up. So what I did was I put a marker here and put a marker over here, and this protects the rest of the track from being messed up when you fool with this part. So when you drag this part around, it won't interfere or stretch any of the rest of the track out on either side. So this kind of isolates it, these two markers here. So then you want to click on all of these pseudo markers here and turn them into transients. Now here's the trick. This is the trick. I needed to move this whole phrase forward without manipulating these individual transients. So what I tried was just to click on the first one and then click on hold the shift down, click on the last one. And I'm going to do that, but I'm holding my camera, so hold on. I'm going to have to hold the shift button now. Hold on one second. Okay, you didn't see that, but what I did was I clicked on the first transient, then held down the shift key, and then clicked on the last one. And what it does is it groups these, and I never knew that you could do that. So what you can do is move this forward in time to wherever you want, and you can place it wherever it sounds best. So you can move the whole phrase up in the time scale here. Let's listen to it now and see if it still comes in late. So let me go back a little bit here. Okay, more in context here. Let's try this. Now that sounds way better. And let's try moving it ahead one more. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. I somehow got these ungrouped. Let me do that again. And I apologize for this camera work, but anyway, I'm not a videographer and I really don't want to learn how to do it. But anyway, so let's move it forward one more notch and see what happens. Let's go back a little bit further here where we can. Now that sounds like it's coming in a little too early. So what I would just put this back. Now let's listen to it again. Here we go. Now to me that sounds like it's hitting it just right. One more listen. Okay, this is what it sounded like before. Okay, I think it was like right here. No, wait, I think it was like right here. See, there's that delay there, and what that does. Well, anyway, the point of this whole thing is you can actually group these markers, and you don't have to. You can move the whole phrase backwards and forwards without messing up the sound file at all, or the. So right here, as you can see, these you put one here. Put a marker there, in front and in back, then group all of these over the phrase, then you can move it back, just drag it back and forth like so. So anyway, that was the little trick I wanted to show you. Again, I couldn't find anything like that, that solution on any of the YouTube videos, but if you're trying to tweak a long a cappella vocal track and you have little instances like this where you've got the whole thing warped properly, and you've got like one or two little words or maybe a phrase or something that's hitting on the wrong spot, just do this and it won't interfere with the rest of the track. Okay, I hope you found this useful. Thanks.